Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I'm here and I'm going to talk about the Hatchet series. I only have Hatchet 3 here with me. The first one got stolen from me, and I never picked up Hatchet 2 yet. I kept meaning to, but I just haven't picked it up yet. But I will eventually rebuy them. But I just bought Hatchet 3 not too long ago. So, but I'll talk about the series. Obviously it's a 3-part series. The killer is Victor Crowley, played by the amazing Kane Hodder. Love his work. I thought he did a great Jason. Everything Kane Hodder is in, I'm like, okay. So, I'm a big fan of Kane Hodder, and a big fan of Jason. So obviously, it just goes. But it takes place that Victor Crowley is it's kind of like a curse in the Louisiana swamp. So we get in the first film, we get a group of friends that are enjoying Mardi Gras, and this one guy just ain't really, feeling it and stuff. So he goes into this store and hears about, Victor Crowley, and they decide to take this boat ride through the swamp, and they end up getting stuck in the woods, in the swamp, and everything. And then they realize that the Victor Crowley curse or ghost or whatever they're thinking it is at the time is true, and they start getting killed off and stuff. And it's really easy to tell that Adam Green is such a 80s slasher fan, because if you watch the films and you pay close attention to the kills and stuff, and just some of the story plots and stuff, you can just see like different stuff that he has seen in other horror films. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just like you can definitely tell that these other slashers has encouraged him to do some of the killings and scenes in his own film. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a huge 80s, 70s, 80s slasher fan. We were getting some of the greatest horror films back in those years. So, I'm working on my own film, and sometimes I catch myself, this feels like Friday the 13th, or this aspect feels like Halloween. It's very easy to do that when you're a huge horror fan. You start to almost remake a film. So but you can definitely tell that Adam Green was such a huge slashers fan. And but anyways, so I almost lost track of what I was even talking about. So so they realize that Victor Crowley is real, and they start getting killed off and all this stuff, and then the main actress from the first one gets changed in the second film by Danielle Harris, which we all know who Danielle Harris is. All of us that are into the horror genre, we all know who Danielle Harris is. If you don't, then... But, but I didn't really like that, because, you go from seeing, this character being played by this one actress, and then, in 2 and 3 it's played by Danielle Harris. I just don't... I never liked how films have done that. It's the same thing, with, the Batman. You got, how many actors playing Batman, and it just doesn't go, because I mean you watch the first film and you see that character and you're like, okay, and then you watch the second and third one and you're like, wait. It's just different because they both act differently. So, you know, but other than that, that's really the only problem I had with the Hatchet films is they changed the actors and stuff like that. But the story is great. Hatchet 3, Hatchet 3, the one I have here in my hand. This is the final installment, and I know that I read an article about Adam Green actually was wanting to take all of the Hatchet films and combine them into making just one long film, back to back, no credits, no nothing, just the straight 3 films run through that. But he said that would probably be a while before that happened. But I mean, if you owned all 3 of them, you just pop them in your DVD player one after another, and it's like the way that he did it was like it starts off exactly where the last film ended. I love when films do that because that just makes it so much more realistic, because it's not a year or 2 years down the road. It's like, oh, it's happening again. No, he ends it and picks it off at the very end of the other film. So it's very cool how he did that, and I think Adam Green is a great filmmaker. I love his other work, Frozen, and I think he had one more. I can't remember what it was though. My mind's not here. So, but if you guys haven't seen the Hatchet series, I'd definitely give it a check. I think the second one. Actually, no, I think the first one would probably be the best one out of the series, and then 2 and 3. But if you like the first one, then you'll probably think the second one was alright, and then you'll probably think Hatchet 3 was decent. And another thing I like about Hatchet 3 is it has Derek Mears in it, which I've in my previous videos I've talked about Derek Mears. Derek Mears is awesome, and he did a badass Jason. So it was cool to see him in this film, even though he didn't really last very long, but he lasted long enough to kick some ass. So I think Victor Crowley is a very cool character. I think Adam Green did a great job at bringing a new horror icon into the genre. But if you guys haven't seen the Hatchet series, I'd definitely give it a check. And if you have, always write, comment, let me know what you guys think about it. And thanks for watching this video, guys.